is preparing.
Looks like we're streaming live on YouTube, I think.
Got it. Yes.
You never know. We're coming to you from Zoom, and I think we've done it. Angela, are we on YouTube? I'm
Yes,
hoping we
we're
are. Okay.
officially live.
We're officially live. Awesome. And back in action. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for jumping on and joining myself, Victoria Field, along with my co-organizers of Metabolic Health Summit 2024, Dr. Angela Poff and Dr. Dominic D'Agostino. Thank you guys for hopping on.
Hello, happy to
Great to
be
be
here.
on. Great to see you.
Yeah, great to see you guys. Good to be back. I just had to, deliver a human real quick, and now we're back in action. No, honestly, it's wild how much when you become a mom, you just, gosh, I have so much respect for so many moms out there. Whether they're working or not, it's a wild process from, being pregnant to delivering a human to then caring for one. It's props to all the moms out there. But yeah, I'm so excited to be back and I have a son as well. So we're so excited.
Congratulations. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited about it. And yeah, so I'm excited to jump in though and get back into the groove with metabolic health and metabolic based therapies and Metabolic Health Summit, which is coming up really quick, January 25th through the 28th. I can't believe it's like about a month away. And each year we really try to do our best to bring out the very, cutting edge thought leaders in our field together under one roof, where you're going to be able to hear cutting edge science. You're going to be able to collaborate with other professionals. You're going to be able to meet entrepreneurs who are in this field trying to further it on the commercial side. I mean, it's really this incredible 4-day experience that there's truly nothing like it. And it's something that we work so hard to put on every year. Blood, sweat, and tears goes into it, and a whole lot of passion. And you can really feel it when you're there. And I'm so excited to be kicking it off coming up in January. So if you've not checked out, if you've just been maybe following along on our YouTube channel, and you've not taken a look at Metabolic Health Summit, you've just watched the metabolic link or whatever the case may be, make sure you head over to metabolichealthsummit.com. This is basically all the great videos that you love, but in person with all of those people in one place, which is really cool. So head on over to our website to check that out. But I wanted to talk a little bit today about what we're most excited about. Really, the event is so dynamic, diverse. There's so many different moving pieces to it. So I thought we could kind of dive in and give people more of a overview of what our favorite bits are. But maybe briefly first, I would love to hear how you two are doing. And I'm sure everybody else would, because you guys have an incredible lab going on and all kinds of exciting research and things happening actually in Tampa, close to where our event is going to be. So who wants to lead us off? Dom, you want to share a little bit more? And Angela too, I would love to hear how you guys are doing.
Yeah, glad to. Well, I'm kind of like immersed in metabolic health as is because of the education from teaching med students to, undergrad, master's, PhD students, topics on that and to the research, to N of one experiments myself, to the education outreach through the Metabolic Link and the Metabolic Health Summit. But I'm just super excited to see our old friends, to see new friends come in. I'm excited to be inspired by our speakers presenting the latest data on every topic associated with metabolic health. And also just meeting the attendees, which is always super fun. And then conversing and seeing what our sponsors are showcasing, because our sponsors really make metabolic health and all aspects of nutrition and monitoring possible, and they really support the community. So just kind of off the top of my head, that's just interested in all those aspects.
Yeah, that's awesome. Angela, I'm going to toss it over to you. I'd love to hear more about how you're doing and then also what you're most excited about.
Sure. Good. Staying busy. Always about a million things happening, of course. No, we've got some cool stuff going on in the lab. As always, we're wrapping up a few different projects right now. We have a grad student who's working towards finishing up her dissertation work, Sarah Moss, which she's done some really cool work outlining the way that ketone bodies influence epigenetics. So how they can function as epigenetic modifiers and modulate or mediate metabolic therapies. So this is kind of like a newer area of focus in ketogenic metabolic therapy research, understanding the mechanistic role of how ketone bodies actually influence the epigenome and gene expression in order to elicit their effects. And she's got some pretty cool data that she's been working on for the past 5+ years. So I know she's also ready to take that next step and defend her PhD and move along. So we're excited to see these next few months of her kind of make that transition. And yeah, obviously we have Metabolic Health Summit coming up in just a few weeks, which is super exciting. And so there's always a lot to be done there. And then personally, you probably hear my children who just came in the front door. I don't know, it's very loud where I'm I'm at. I apologize
You're
if
good.
it turns chaotic.
The baby crying in the background here, so good.
Yeah, so personally speaking, there's always a lot happening there. Yep, I gotta take them to gymnastics in about 20 minutes. So that's my personal update is
That's
deep
awesome.
into the mom life too. But I am so excited for Metabolic Health Summit coming up. It's really hard to believe it's only a few weeks away. And I, think a lot about it in anticipation of what's going to be happening. And one thing I always look forward to the most is really just getting an update on the science from really the world's leading researchers and clinicians in this space. It's pretty incredible. From my perspective as a researcher, the opportunity to get to listen to these individuals, meet them in real life and watch their presentations. They always bring their most recent work, most of which is not published. So you really can't even, find out about it unless you're there, either in person or watching live through our virtual platform. And so it's just a really incredible opportunity for me as a scientist to think about keeping up with the most cutting edge information in our field. And that's one of the things I always look forward to the most with Metabolic Health Summit. We have a lot of new speakers every year, so it's always incredible to see those new people come into the fold and give updates on their entire lines of work that maybe I wasn't even like super familiar with beforehand. But then we also will often have people who return year after year that give us an update on all of the incredible things they've been doing over the past year. So it's a really, unique opportunity to kind of to get that bleeding edge research and understanding of what's happening in the field. And that's probably one of the things I'm most excited about for Metabolic Health Summit. So what about you, Victoria? I know you have a lot of things that you're probably looking forward to jumping back to AS. It's been almost 2 years, right? It's been like a year and a half since our last event.
I know it feels like it was just last year, right? It feels, I don't know why, but I'm like, it feels like it was last year, but everybody else is like, oh, you skipped a year. I'm like, oh, we did skip a year, didn't we? Anyway, everything you guys said is obviously resonates completely with me as well. And I'm excited about too. But what I'm most excited about really is to see how far we've come as a field. Every single time we go to Metabolic Health Summit and we bring everybody together, you really kind of think back to how it all started, right? I mean, I can remember the very first conference actually was in Tampa, Florida. And it was, where it all started and people were talking about ketosis and this diet and, metabolic-based therapies. And it was something that not a whole lot of people were discussing. I think at the time it was like, okay, we'll bring people together, spread the word, and 200 people showed up, and we were like, oh, there's something here. And but it was very much, I felt a little underground at the moment in that time period. And to see how much this whole field has grown dramatically, not just on the science side, but on the side facing the general public as well, just seeing our whole food system start to kind of shift and the voices in our community speak to the science and things along those lines. That's what is most exciting to me, is to see how far we've come and how bright the future is really of metabolic health and metabolic based therapies. And every time I leave Metabolic Health Summit, I just feel so inspired by all of this work that's going on really all over the world. Like, as you said, Angela, that you really wouldn't get anywhere else, right? You wouldn't get this opportunity to not only learn about research that's much of which is unpublished, but meet the incredible minds behind this work. That is just an incredible place to be. And it's really exciting to think about the future when you can kind of surround yourself with those kind of people and that kind of energy. And there's just some really cool buzz about Metabolic Health Summit that you can even feel through our social media channels, I think, that you don't really get anywhere else. So I'm really excited about kind of having that feeling, that full circle moment of, gosh, thinking back to where we were and how scrappy it was to put on still to this day, it's kind of a little scrappy, but we know to put on the conference to like now and see just how many people are interested in this field is so cool. And as you guys mentioned, the speakers that are coming out are incredible. We've got such a diverse lineup of speakers. The sponsors that are supporting our event are just unbelievable brands that really believe in the space and support the science and are actually speaking on the science as well, that they're conducting themselves, which is super cool. So we've partnered with some really solid companies out there. It's also just a good old time, right? We've got a gala dinner where I remember the first year that we had the conference, and I'm not a scientist, obviously you guys are incredible scientists, but the first year I remember saying to Angela, I was like, oh, we have a band, amazing. Is there going to be dancing? And I can remember you saying, oh, scientists like to party. And so it is quite the serious party at the gala dinner. I was quite impressed, blown away, seeing some of the world's top scientists getting down on the dance floor. It's something you don't want to miss. And it's all for a good cause. We support the Charlie Foundation Max Love Project at the gala dinner. And it's a ketogenic culinary dining experience, if you will, with some awards and some entertainment. And it's a really fun night. And we've got a VIP mixer. And we really try to make an experience out of it for people. So there's lots to look forward to. You do not want to miss Metabolic Health Summit 2024. If you don't have your tickets yet, you certainly should go over to metabolichealthsummit.com, because I think our room block is almost sold out or maybe sold out. There's plenty of places.
There's a lot of really awesome, if you sign up and maybe the room block doesn't have availability, there's a ton of amazing hotels and Airbnb options and everything right in the walkable area around Clearwater, right near the Wyndham Grand. So definitely don't let that deter you. Just check out the area. Clearwater Beach is regularly rated in the top 10 beaches around the world. I mean, it's really an incredible, beautiful place. So, and we're very lucky to have it in our own backyard for Dom and I, and to bring you guys out here with us. And January is an amazing time to visit Clearwater Beach. So, man, we couldn't be more excited to have everyone coming out. And if you're not able to come in person, if you join us virtually, you're going to love that experience too. We really have an amazing hybrid platform that allows you to integrate into the conference. You can communicate with people who are attending virtually or attending in person, and you can watch everything happening in real time and comment on the sessions and participate. You can ask questions in the panels. We'll pull in questions that are submitted, by virtual attendees, and we'll ask those questions to the panelists. So you really do get a very similar kind of experience, even if you attend virtually.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's you're really gonna not want to miss it. We've got some amazing speakers: Walter Longo, Sarah Gottfried, Ben Bickman, Christopher Palmer, Jeff Volek. I mean, the list of people that are coming out, you can check it out all on our website, metabolichealthsummit.com, to learn about the full speaker lineup. We also have our agenda on there too, and you can see some of the special interest forums. We're diving into some really exciting and unique topics as well this year, outside of the main ballroom. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And Yeah, I'm really excited to see you guys in Florida and kick off this conference. And if you have any questions, you can always email us at info@metabolichealthsummit.com. You can comment below on this video, but you won't want to miss this event for sure. And we're going to, of course, continue to keep pushing out great content, free content, if you want to continue to watch behind the scenes. You're not sure if you want to attend, but I can guarantee you won't be regretted if you do. So that's all I got to say about that. But awesome. Well, thank you guys for popping on here. Just a quick live today, just to update everybody. We'll probably be back in the new year. Wishing you all happy holidays from the team at Metabolic Health Summit and you two as well. And we'll look forward to seeing everybody soon. I'll see you guys here probably in 2024. That's so weird to say. I can't believe it.
Next year.
Yeah, crazy. Awesome. Well, thanks, Dom. Thanks, Angela. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys soon.
Thank you, Vic. Great to see you.
Happy